Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 3. So, when we left off last, we'd taken Inverness, we'd taken Dublin, and our armies were now sieging Caernarvon. We're a little broke at the moment, kind of hurting on the money side of things, but we are starting to build up our forces a little bit, and we're going to connect our armies here, take Caernarvon, and use that as our base to push out further into England and take out England. Next turn, we also want this diplomat to take out to trade with the French, rather, but we'll start by just ending the turn here, I believe.
Your Highness.
Our cardinal isn't really doing much.
Godspeed.
Can just kind of hang out.
Time for a prayer.
And we don't have the money to be building or training anything right now. So we'll just end the turn. Okay. Not much going on. Construction complete. That's our wooden palisade around Dublin. So it's now a town, no longer a village. And now we can build things, roads, farms, churches, town watch, brothel, all this stuff. And it's just got the one unit there. Inverness also, we had spent a lot of what money we had on converting it into a large town. So one more turn and then it'll be a large town as well. Which means we won't be able to train these knights that we are able to anymore, because we can only train those in castles. But that's what Caernarvon is for. That's going to be our military outpost. And then we can just up the tax rate here, start getting some more money from Inverness. So let's pay attention to that. 530 right there. I want to see what it is next turn when it's switched over. Right now we're we're gaining about 887 gold a turn. So that's good, because that means that, our income's more than our expenses currently.
Aye, Lord.
Until we start factoring in training more units, building things, and whatnot. But that's enough of this for now. So we don't quite have enough movement to join up with them this turn. That's weird because I thought we did before. But that's okay.
They'll be begging for their
They
lives
should
soon.
be close enough
March.
now
Aye, my liege.
that they're involved in the fight.
Aye, my liege. An
I
enemy to
believe.
crush.
And it's all just longbows in there. Can hold out another 4 turns.
My king.
We
March.
want
Where's
to fight
the
them now,
fight?
or with the two armies separate,
my liege.
or join them together?
For the honor of Scotland.
We've just built
we
ladders,
march to
right?
battle.
Lots and lots of ladders.
Aye, sire. We hold them at siege.
One thing we were going to do is make another spy at some point, but they are... well, they're not too expensive. 350. But the question is, should we be making spies, or should we be investing in our economy? Which I think is definitely the better option here. Land clearance adds more farms, increases food production, which can increase income, but also increase the growth. A port, increase in tradable goods. You know what, let's go down here, see if Patrick MacDougall can,
Of course, sire.
and he does, find his way to a French castle of Angers.
What is it you would talk to us about, Signor?
So let's talk to them. Clément de Lyon. What we want to do is make trade rights and trade map information. So we're asking for their map information, we're offering our own, and we're offering to open up trade rights with them. It says it's a balanced proposal. Let's do it.
I think not.
They think no.
No.
They want us to give money. I don't think that we need that right now. What if we do just trade rights?
A very reasonable proposal. Very well. We accept.
Okay, so that they'll accept.
We are done now.
And that's our mission successful. Which was to initiate diplomacy with France. And we've been rewarded with 2 units of mailed knights. Which is quite good, because those are the slightly heavier It's a sort of medium cavalry. They're not really heavy cavalry, but they're certainly a lot stronger than the light cavalry option of Border Horse. A decent bit more defense, only a little bit more attack, and some more charge. Now, the Border Horse are faster moving because they're light cavalry, but these ones are a little bit better in actual combat there. But that is an excellent boost to forces.
Aye, Lord.
We will march those on down.
Onward.
I don't know if they'll join up right away, but we'll keep them down that way.
Your order.
And then
Yes, sire.
probably have him move down this way
Today's
so we can
journey is
establish
over,
relations
sire.
with Spain and
I
Portugal.
cannot go there, sire.
And anyone else?
Fleet ready. Aye, Captain.
Oh no.
Can you not tell friend
We
from
ran into
foe?
a rebel navy. I had forgotten that those were there, and that is probably going to end in our ship sinking. Which is pretty unfortunate. Okay, so we're at 12-12. What do I want to build? Let's build roads in Dublin. That's already being built there. And I think I want to build a port at Edinburgh again as well. So, yeah, just build that. We're going to hold off on one more turn, I think, before we attack.
Aye, my liege.
Do we even need to? No, there's
Leading
probably
the
no
men
point,
with
is there?
honor, sire. Aye, sire.
Ah, we
hold
could
them
do
at
this.
siege.
I don't want to lose too many units, but
For the honor of Scotland, we march to battle.
Captain Edgar. Welsh spearmen. So 2 spearmen, 3 good archers, and 1 peasant. It should be no problem for us here. I do not want to allow that army to be controlled by the AI. I want to control them myself. Fight this on the battle
May
map.
God bless the sons of Scotland. To battle.
To battle indeed.
When you get close to your foes, try to breathe through your mouth. That way, you won't notice the nasty reek.
Good start to the speech so far. Say that they stink. I love the animation. They're not even holding the ladder. It's just floating in the air beside them. That was it, hey? That was the whole speech? Okay.
Units,
we go.
await my orders.
Now here is what we are actually going to do. We'll group up those horsemen over there. Group them up as well. And we're actually just gonna wait and go slow and steady here while the rest of our forces approach. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, these Welsh longbowmen can attack from so far away. We need all of them to run. Oh my gosh, we're just getting decimated. Is that out of range? It seems to be out of range. Well, my error there. I underestimated the range of the Welsh longbows. Now we'll just wait for our approaching army to get here. are on their way, right? Yeah, slowly but surely. The reason I'm not running them or anything is because I don't want them to tire out before they get there. Get started up here. I don't want any of them to be on ladders. And I don't want people who are very low, so to speak. Okay, you two can go over there. I'm going to start to slow things down a little bit as they get close. And then, yeah, I'd want these full units to be going up on the ladders here. Close are they? They're pretty close. And they're still fresh, so they're not tired out or exhausted from the long march. Group them together there. You can be in the group. And then who's left outside? These three smaller groups. There should be one more group of spear militia that's not going to take anything. Unless I have somehow miscalculated. Oh yeah, no, this group's there. Not sure why we decided to abandon those two ladders. I guess we don't have to. They can pick them up. This part's going to be brutal and bloody no matter what. All these Welsh longbows are going to shred us as we go forward. So our only hope is to take the walls by storm, I think. You go over there. Go a little closer. You go right up there. Go right on the other side. You with only two ladders, go right there. You will go right up there. And then we'll put our archers here. You can also run. And put these people in behind them. Want our cavalry to get as close to the gates as we can, so that once we claim the gates, we can just charge them through. Yeah, now this part is going to be rough. We are definitely going to lose some soldiers here. But if we just keep charging at them, running as fast as we can, things should be okay. Okay, our archers starting to take some fire.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for the valor and force of our arms.
Make them loose, just so that maybe they don't get shredded quite as much. And I want you folks to charge at them, you folks charge at them. Yeah, you're already fighting. Fight as well. Can you also charge at them? No, 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 no. Get on the wall. How are they doing? Okay, these guys are doing okay. Yes, climb the walls. Are these... Defeat is... It's not going well.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Okay, well these units are doing well. Now charge at them. Across the wall. Or no, no. You know what? Just go down there. Claim the gate, please. I want these two units to go over and fight you as well. Okay, so now it seems things are going better for us.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
They've already lost half their men. I really want to claim this gate.
The Lord is with us today. We have captured the enemy's walls.
Okay, this is what we needed. Through. Just gonna join all the cavalry into one group here. There. All of these, I want you to just go and charge. Just charge at them. These two are still fighting, it would seem. I think probably just the last remnants. Alright, all infantry, group, charge the spearmen. Let's just go. Let's be done with it. Send the cavalry in. Them specifically to go with the spearmen. We're going to use our cavalry for all the longbow and other archers. We don't want them to be directly in there against the spearmen, but it does seem like it might happen that way. Get that one unit out. You guys can stop shooting, you're just going to shoot your own men. Back a bit. Let our spearmen go forward. Alright, our spearmen have occupied them enough, I think. Let's just charge everyone in.
Good tidings! The enemy general lies
the enemy
dead.
general.
We have sent the cur to hell. I St. Andrew! Our men have taken control of the castle.
Alright.
All of Christendom will be in
Not
awe
a bad
of the victory
victory
we have
overall.
won here today.
Better than the others, I think, thus far. Still could use some improvement. We lost probably more men than we needed to, but it is what it is. It happened. We need to get some more heavily armored troops, is I think one of our biggest things. Some troops that are better in melees as well.
Glory and honor to the
Now we've
Highlands.
taken it. We will occupy as well.
Where's the fight? An enemy to crush.
Aye, Lord.
Enemy army routes. Oh, we didn't look at our end of turn report. Yeah, our financial is doing bad. Set our production population's up a little, but we're still, like, in the teens there. It's not going well. But now we have Caernarvon. So even though we already spent this money, we would have lost money this turn. looking at it now, we're still going to gain money on what we had before. And yeah, we don't have enough to retrain anyone just yet. And there's absolutely nothing built here. But we are ready to upgrade it into a larger castle and build things as soon as we need. Mustering hall, bowyer, which gives us peasant archers, which we don't actually have yet. So I guess our first point of order would have to be to upgrade that. And then slowly build from there. But that's okay. 530 on Inverness, and that will change next turn. We're going to go ahead and end the turn again and see where we are left after that.
Challenge me!
New mission, recruit a priest from the Pope. The dwindling number of Catholics in this settlement reflects poorly on the Catholic Church. Recruit a priest in this settlement to convert more people. York, our reward will be the reputation with the Pope will improve slightly, and we'll receive a reward of 500 florins. I think we can do that. Okay, so we've gained some money, and now look, when we click on finances right at the beginning of the turn, it goes to 1651. Now that's having an additional town, you know, spreading our expenses some more. Inverness, now a city, well, a large town. The income went up a little bit. It was 530 before, now 587. But now it gives us the options to build all these other things that are more economy focused, and more than anything, increase the tax rate. So you can see that would actually, if we go that high, it would give them negative population growth because they've got so little population, but they'll still be happy. We'll leave it at high for now, which gives us an extra almost 100 florins per turn. The dirt roads in Dublin are complete. Are they? Doesn't look like it. That's the one road right there. That's it. Okay. Would have thought there was maybe some wider roads to maybe other things, but who knows. End of turn report. Supposedly we went up in everything, so doing well there.
Aye, my lord. I
We'll
cannot
continue
go
to
there,
send
sire.
him on his way.
Of course, sire. Fleet ready.
Our navy was miraculously left unharmed.
Course
Gonna
plotted.
sail them over this way.
Aye, sire.
Want to sail them in and kind of spy what's going on in England there.
I am a warrior.
Got the John there,
not
still
a
with his
king.
large force.
Command me.
We'll join these forces here, and now you can see as there's 2 turns till next available unit, and 2 turns there as well, so they're slowly coming back. But we can start retraining units that we already have. And then I don't know if we want a mustering hall. The Highland rabble is equivalent to peasants. They're just almost useless. Got no armor, no attack. They barely do anything. We can do roads, however. We need to connect everything with roads. We'll do dirt roads up there as well. This is a lot of different expenditure, but we need roads connecting everything here.
Aye.
These 2 mailed horse, they're going to stay at York. And what I'm going to do here with the army is, if you have 2 units that are at less than full strength, you can click one, drag it onto the other, and it essentially merges them. Not essentially, it does merge them.
My king.
Which will leave you with 1 full unit and 1 that's some left over. If there's less than a full unit, for example, if we put these 2 Highlanders together, then it would just leave us with 1 unit. Now, sometimes you don't want to do that, because if you retrain them, they'll go back up to full strength. But if you merge them into 1 unit, you can't retrain them. So then you'd have to train a new unit again, essentially. But in terms of those Highlanders, if we look and see how long it will take us, it's just garrison quarters. And they are low defense, but much higher in attack than the city equivalent of town militia or spear militia. Way more attack, but a little bit less defense. So I was thinking we might merge them, but I think we will actually leave them. You can see though, yeah, I merged those units, I merged those ones.
Aye, Lord.
I'm going to merge
Aye.
them as well. And then these
Aye,
lower
King.
units that are
Aye.
still weakened,
Aye, Lord.
I'm going to start moving them out this way.
Onward! That'll do 'em
Because
today,
they're
sire.
militia, which means we won't be able to retrain them at the castle. When we train there, it's the Highlanders or Highland Rabble or whatever else. But if we build a town watch there, it's town militia. And up at Edinburgh, we already have the town militia and spear militia that we can recruit. So that's sort of what we're going for there. I will say, let's recruit a priest, just to say that we did. Make them happy. It's 200 florins this turn, but we'll get 500 for it next turn, and our relationship with the Pope will increase slightly. If we click on the Pope, this is the people standing, right? So everyone's opinion. Venice, Scotland. His Holiness feels neither ill will nor goodwill towards Scotland. It's not great. Now, we don't necessarily care about this too much, but again, the people do care about the religion, and we want to keep them happy. If the Pope gets unhappy, worst case, we might be excommunicated, and then people will be very unhappy with us indeed. You know what? I am going to bump it up to very high, because that extra 142 florins, I think, will make a difference. We are going to lose some population growth right away, but that's okay. Everywhere else, how is everywhere else doing? Got lots. Trade, buildings of entertainment, fun, all of that. It's just that we've got basically none here, but as we start to create, build more here and increase the infrastructure of it, that will change. Go to very high there as well. Tax everyone as much as we can while keeping them happy. And if we click on this, even though we've spent almost all our money, we're still going to gain more next turn. That's exactly where you want to be. Because that allows you to spend your money each turn and still be gaining more. That means we're making more each turn than we're going to have, than we have in our, like, starting treasury of the turn, essentially. So that's an excellent spot for us to be, and we want that to keep increasing. We're going to hold off on war for a little bit. We're not ready to fight England just yet, I think.
Remind you of one of your own captains, Lord.
As far as we can tell. So I don't know if this means that nobody is actually at war with each other, or if we just haven't discovered them yet and they're not at war. Because it says everyone is just at war with the rebels. But if France and England go to war, that would be truly excellent for us, because it would distract England to take their forces away.
Merchant at your service. Merchant at your service.
Now see, I think the way merchants work is the farther that you go from your original town, which was Edinburgh, the more money you can make. So for example, right there, that's worth 38. So once this ship is available next turn, we're going to ship our merchant across and again try and send them farther away so that they make more and more income each turn. But that's it for now. We'll end turn. Oh, look at the roads immediately built. England coming with diplomacy again. Trade rights. We're still going to say no.
A shame, but it was. England bids
Now we could just say
farewell.
yes and then just betray England and cancel those treaties when we decide we want to go to war. But that being said, that can leave us in unfavorable eyes as far as others are concerned. It makes us a little untrustworthy, and we don't want that. New mission, send emissary from the Council of Nobles. Send an emissary to Portugal and we'll receive a reward of 500 florins. It's not very much, but the good news is that's exactly where our
Of course.
our diplomat was headed anyways. And that's a rebel castle, French rebels.
Yes, sire. Today's journey is over,
We'll
sire.
go that way.
Today's
Back
journey
blocked.
is over,
Recruitment
sire.
report. We got the priest, which gives us a successful mission. Our reputation is improved slightly, and a 500 florin reward. Construction, roads everywhere. You can see now things are connected.
Aye.
It will be much easier for us to move around.
Move out. We march no further
in
today.
between areas. This town gives us a public order bonus due to law and public health bonus for a town hall. I think we want that. That'll improve the public order again so we can keep the tax rate high. And then the health bonus, I believe, will lead to population growth as well as public order. So, we'll spend 600 on that right away. Caernarvon, not quite enough to do that yet. We can't retrain them just yet. We can train one more of the male knights. I'm gonna hold off on the training, just for now. Because the more units that we train right now, the more our upkeep for those units. And especially mailed knights have 250 each a turn. So just these two is 500 florins a turn. So, we'll hold off a bit. Make a town watch there. Because that will also increase the public order slightly. Allow us to train militia so that we can retrain those and have that one full unit. Now you can also see these ones are blue. These ones are not. In towns and cities, the wall level that you have, if you right-click on it, it says number of free upkeep units. So it sort of allows you to keep a standing force there, and we're not paying their upkeep. Which is another reason to have cities in places where you can have them and don't need
a blessing to you, sire. Your Highness.
Don't need the
blessing to you,
castles. So
in God's name.
We've got the port now finished on Edinburgh. Oh, so there's trade going on with someone? I see that green line there, like there's trade, but who are we trading with? I wonder. Oh, rebel large town found.
Merchant at your service.
English cardinal.
Aye, moving ashore.
Dump our merchant off there.
Merchant at your service.
44 florins a turn.
On my way.
Yes, don't mind if I do.
I'll not be going any.
Fleet ready. Course plotted, Captain.
And from the look of it, there is not many soldiers in London or in Nottingham. It seems most of the army is there. Almost a full army, though. So,
my king.
We will have to watch out for that. Alright. Well, we're recruiting there. Got things high there. Building. Not building yet. Building that there. Shall we build town watch or land? Let's build land clearance. Farms, that's income, that's growth. That's good.
Can I be of service?
Okay, and we'll go to next turn. All right. Construction complete at Caernarvon, the muster hall. That went very quickly. And then I think we'll build the garrison quarters right away, and that will allow us to retrain our Highlanders, and we can start recruiting them instead of the spear militia. I think that 3 that we lose in defense is more than made up for by the fact that they have double the attack. Yeah, so I do appreciate. What is this? A Portuguese army.
No foe, Your Majesty. Awaiting your command.
We were supposed to initiate diplomacy with them, but they just landed an army on our doorstep. Hope they're not planning on fighting us. But I do hope that army gets out of there as well. Interesting. That makes things interesting. Construct the garrison quarters. That's a big chunk of money. Still building. Nothing being built at Edinburgh.
Aye, Lord.
We'll move those back there so that they can hopefully get trained soon.
Your Highness.
Move our cardinal just out of the way. He can just exist as a cardinal.
A blessing to you, sire.
Same thing with our priest there. Can just exist. And okay, we could also start recruiting ships now, but again, want to hold off on the units for just right now. I think I do want to recruit a spy. There's nothing else really that I want to build at Edinburgh right now. I don't care about building the leather tanner. That will upgrade armor, and those are very good. But I want that at a castle or a place where I'm going to be training units, and that's also just not our priority now. So, we are going to recruit one spy, and I think leave off other than that. We still can't recruit one there. I will recruit one up in Inverness whenever I can, because again, we have up to 3 free units of upkeep there. So it's only got 1 unit, which is part of why they're unhappy. So we'll just increase that, and then it should be able to do that. But that'll be all for this episode. We'll finish it up here. And when we come back, we'll see what's going on with the Portuguese. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you later.